So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's December. So, in the words of the great Noddy Holder, it's Christmas!
The Review Warrior.
So The Holdovers was directed by Alexander Payne and it stars Paul Giamatti, Divine Joy Randolph and Dominic Sessa. In 1970, a curmudgeonly history teacher at a New England boarding school remains on campus during Christmas break to supervise Holdover students, and ends up forming an unlikely bond with a brainy but damaged troublemaker. So going into The Holdovers, I've only ever watched two of Alexander Payne's films. I've watched Sideways, and I've unfortunately watched Downsizing. If you watch Downsizing, please don't watch Downsizing, it's not good. So once again, bringing up my friend Jalen Movie Fan, aka Carl, he recommended this one for my Christmas movie binge. I didn't watch it last year. I wish I would have watched it last year, but thankfully I watched it this year. And I'm so glad I did, because The Holdovers was honestly fantastic and emotional and very troubled. And it's just a very bittersweet Christmas film. Let's get to the acting first. So first up we got Paul Giamatti playing Professor Paul Hunnam. He's this very curmudgeonly, very grumpy, very strict teacher at this school. He spends most of his time at the school reading books, grading papers, and just doing all the boring stuff. He's kind of like a less angry Terence Fletcher from Whiplash, and he doesn't throw chairs at the students. But I will say this, Paul Giamatti was fantastic in the film, as was Divine Joy Randolph as Mary Lamb. She plays the dinner lady at the school, and she did win the Oscar for The Holdovers, and I see why. She was phenomenal in the film. She was funny, she was emotional, she was very, she's got like a bit of history behind her, as does everyone in this film, including Dominic Sessa playing Angus Tully. His family do not want to see him. They don't want him to see his dad, unfortunately. There is a scene at some point in the second half involving his dad, and honestly, when the scene was on, I was like, jeez, it's freaking tough. Honestly, I definitely teared up in a lot of the scenes in The Holdovers, I must say. And I can't believe it took me this long to watch The Holdovers, because, yeah, I really should have watched it sooner than I did. Like, going back into the film itself, it does have a lot of emotional weight to it, including a lot of people are very troubled in the film. Each student has got their separate stories. Like I said, you got Teddy Kuntz, you got Alex Ollerman, you got Yi Jun Park. These are all the students. Reading the names off IMDb, by the way. These are all the names of the students who stay at the school at first before getting taken away in a helicopter to go home to their family, which leads to Angus Tully being left with Professor Hunnam. Either way, everyone's got their like special story behind them. Like I said, with Angus, he's got it with his family. I think Kuntz is like this very entitled little shit. I can't remember the exact stories for everyone in the film, but all the kids in the film, all the troubled kids who get left behind at the school, they play their roles to a T, honestly. I don't think Dominic Sessa got nominated for the Oscar for this. I think Paul Giamatti did. But I think that's when Cillian Murphy won for Oppenheimer. I love Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, but I think Paul Giamatti had a good chance. Now I want to go into the script for the film for a second. The script was written by David Hemmingson. I don't think I've ever seen any of his films that he's written. I've looked on IMDb before filming this review, and I see he did a TV show called Don't Trust to Be in Apartment 23. I have watched that show before. It's not bad, and I think he also did a remake of Uncle Buck, like a TV show version of Uncle Buck that didn't last long. I mean, let's be honest, it's not the same without John Candy. I thought the script by David Hemmingson was friggin' phenomenal. It was emotional, it was funny as hell as well. There's a scene in the film where Professor Hunnam gets Angus and Mary the same present for Christmas, and it reveals that he's got loads of copies of the book, and that did make me laugh a little bit. but it was funny and both heartfelt at the same time, and I do like that. If I had to go into any flaws for the Holdovers, I don't think there's many of them in the film. Not that I can think of anyway. I think, right, there's no flaws. Screw the flaws. This film was amazing. I haven't got anything bad to say about the Holdovers, so let's go to verdict time.
Verdict time.
So in the end, the Holdovers was fantastic. It was emotional. It was funny. It was intense in a couple of scenes as well, I forgot to mention. I loved the dynamic between Paul Giamatti and Dominic Sessa and Divine Joy Randolph. The whole cast did such a fantastic job in the film. Alexander Payne did amazing directing the film. A lot better than Downsizing. And yeah, I think this one will definitely be in my Christmas binge list for 2026 onwards. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to give the Holdovers an A+. So the Holdovers, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what is your favourite Christmas film that you like to binge watch every Christmas? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know what it is. I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching and checking out the video. I've got a couple of new film reviews to come up in the near future probably. That we still got Zootropolis 2. We got Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We got Avatar: Fire and Ash. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and be sure to check here for more reviews coming soon.